Some people have already unwrapped that present, and I wouldn't look down on them for a second. And I want to say that present can be wrapped back up. I was at a conference on these issues, and this young couple there in their mid-20s, they were married, very happy. They told their story, and the guy said, I stayed a virgin until I was married because of my faith. And the girl was saying, I became sexually active when I was like 9th grade, and for a while was very sexually active. And she said, I heard a talk about doing a fresh start, and I took it seriously. And so for the next few years, when I could have been out there hooking up, having sex, it would have been easy. But I would come home alone, which wasn't easy, and I'd get out a pad of paper and write a note to my future love and just say, hey, I don't even know who you are yet, but I know this. I'm going to love you more than anyone else on earth, and you're going to love me, and I want you to know I loved you tonight. And so this guy meets her, forgives her past, as true love will do. And on the wedding night, she hands him this stack of all these notes she had been writing to him before she even knew him. And he just said how psyched he was that she had started to love him by distancing herself from that destruction in her life. And she started thinking toward him. And I think that's so cool. And they're very much in love, and they have kids now. But see, fresh starts are a great thing. And to me, it would be crazy to do something like this. Like suppose, I said sex could be like a fire. That, it's out of control. People can get hurt. Suppose I got burned by a fire, and I've got this blister on my arm, and it's hurting. Wouldn't it be stupid if I was like, dang, I can't believe I let myself get burned. I'm such a loser. I might as well stand in the fire and just burn up the rest of the way because, well, it's too late for me. That would be so stupid. But people do that all the time in their lives. I've seen the freshman girl come into high school wondering, is anyone going to notice me and think I'm cute? And is anybody going to think I'm special? And some older guy's like, hey, you're hot. Will you go to homecoming with me? It'd be awesome. Let's go. I'll pick you up. And he picks her up in his hot car, and he's cool, and he's got cool friends. And she's all wrapped up in this and thinking, this is it. I've been waiting all my life for somebody to notice me, for somebody to think I'm awesome. And he tells me I'm beautiful and wonderful. And he's saying everything I've been dreaming of. And she thinks it's real. And she has sex with him. 2 days later, she finds out he's talking about her in the locker room, saying she was easy. She's hurt. She's been burned. The pain runs so deep. Now people are talking about her, calling her a slut. And she's hurting. And so often that person will say, oh, well, too late for me. I hear what they're saying. I'm not a virgin anymore. Who cares? Too late. The next guy comes along. You're hot. You're wonderful. Because the word's out now. She's not a virgin anymore. Next guy comes along. You're hot. You're wonderful. You go out with me. And she's thinking, oh, wow, I so much need to hear that because I'm still hurting, and this feels so good. Maybe this is true. She gets in the fire again, and maybe again. And pretty soon, you know what? It's like she gets scar tissue on her heart. The pain. Soon she doesn't feel it so much anymore. But she's still in the fire, and she's still doing damage. And so, it seems to be that if you get a burn and then you stay out of the fire, the pain goes away. Over time, the blister heals, and you hardly remember it. And I think that's what a lot of people need to do. We all, at some point in our lives as human beings, need to get out of the fire in some sort, change the path we were on, do a fresh start. We all do. And I don't know if I brought any money with me. Does anybody have like a 10 or the wallet? This might seem like a corny illustration, but take Joshua's dollar. This is Mr. Jackson. Okay, hello, Mr. Jackson. But if I take this and crunch it all up, is this still valuable? I mean, you wouldn't want this, would you? Of course you would. Yes, it's still valuable. It's worth just as much as it ever was. See, it was created with value. And it has inherent, intrinsic value. And there's times in my life where I can look and say, like, my life was like this, like, you jerk, you really screwed up this time. No hope for you, idiot. And yet the value is still there. And you kind of need to straighten things out and understand the value is still there. And so if on the timeline of your life, from 0 to however old you live, 100 or something, and now you're here, and you do something that you feel like you really screwed up and you're hurting, it's not too late to turn around. You've got all this. This can be awesome. But don't keep jumping in the fire. You're worth way, way too much.